Brothers, we're happy singing and we're colored. We're happy singing and we're brothers. We're happy singing and we're colored. We're happy singing.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco, Sir Fresco of House Fresh. Period. That's it. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Been Famous. That's BIN Famous, and on Instagram at Fresco Fame.
And it's your boy Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Damme, a.k.a. Flaw Seagal, a.k.a. your boy Dumb Some Goy. And we are the podcast brothers, Kelly Drake's favorite podcast. Episode 142.
140. I was going to say 141. Damn, I was lagging.
Yeah. We almost we really doing
142. 8 episodes away from episode 150, which is the free sneaker giveaway. Courtesy of OG Sneakerhead Bay Sean. Enter that contest. Go subscribe to the Podcast Brothers website and enter the raffle for a free pair of fresh fly ass kicks.
Yeah, visit thebrothers.pod.com. Subscribe to the website. Net locks you in. You get your email, brought to my attention, and you get put into the drawings. And then on episode 150, the two of us and the OG Sneakerhead will sit here. We'll raffle out an email, and whatever email gets selected, you get a free pair of sneakers, whatever sneakers they may be.
I'm dropping my email in there like 5 times. Niggas ain't going. They go like, I'm gonna make one up. Who the fuck is Robot 12? Oh shit, nigga, it's me.
Yo, Robot 12, email me because I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Y'all going to have to email me and let me know who y'all are because some of y'all emails is real crazy. Like a lot of us use our real name a little bit, like your first initial, last name at Gmail or something.
I hate when people got OD email addresses, bro. Like, don't give me your email address and your shit is hotboy97 at Yahoo, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Every
time I give my email out, though, I'm thankful that I've matured. Because I've had some crazy emails.
Like what? Gemini _King forever.
I've had one like King
shit.
Me, Gemini, like some stupid, and even worse. But now that I'm so mature, and my email might be Jarrell. such and such. You know what I mean? At Yahoo.
You was one of the niggas that had mad music on your voicemail. Yeah, you did.
I mean, we've all had a pass. I'll say that. We've all had a pass.
Whatever.
But this week, man, we have a special guest joining us, man. And I'm gonna pass the mic over to Fresco so he can introduce who we got in the building.
Yeah, man, we got a homie of mine. I known this young man since he was a very young man, and ever since then, he was still handling the rock like hot sauce, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we got one of the best ball players to come out of this area in the building, from TCA to Drexel to overseas in Germany. We got the big homie Frantz in the building. What's good, baby?
So, yo, how y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
Having me. I really appreciate that.
I hit Frantz last summer. Like, bruh, gotta get you to come through. What's good? He be like, I'll be back in June, man. Holla at me when I get back. Hit his ass up like a week ago. Like, bruh, it's June. What's good? It's June. What's good? So he was able to come through, man. Appreciate you sliding through, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you for coming through. So you are a professional. We're not going to get into it right now, but you're a professional player and you play in Germany?
I played in Germany. Actually, I just signed.
Okay. Pause. We're not even near right now. But what we like to do is we like to talk about how our weeks went. You know what I want to bring back? I want to bring back the High Five of Trash a segment.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the drops uploaded, but this is just something I was thinking about, man. So we want to know how your week went. So before you tell me how your week went, you let us know if it was high five status or trash. And then you tell us why.
All right.
So how was your week?
My week was high five status.
Okay.
I had a real good week. I've been home for maybe a week and a half from Germany.
Oh, shit, damn. I thought you was home longer than that.
Then I got right into my league that I just started here.
Right.
Games at Trent Catholic. It's called the Alumni League.
Mm-hmm.
It's ran by me and Khalid Lewis.
Shout out to Khalid.
Yeah, that's my man. Since babies, we've been brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, for me, it's just something to want to bring back to the city. You know, every year I try to do something different. I try to have camps. I try to do scholarships. I try to have basketball things going on. That's just what I know. You know what I mean? And do it in my own lane. So maybe in February we came up with an idea to have something called the Alumni League. Where high schools in the area, like they all gather who they play with together, and they just all come out and play. It's fun, but it's really turned to be competitive.
Right.
Dudes on the internet talking shit, like everything. Like,
Yeah.
I catch it all, you know.
Yeah.
Like watching it, it's funny to me. So we started that. The games are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been working out a little bit. I've been eating good because, you know, the food a little different. So
Yeah,
I
We got to talk
week.
about that. We talk about that a lot. That American diet is something about it.
It's terrible, though. It's terrible.
But you still.
That's what I mean.
It's irresistible sometimes, man. You just be like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get that burger, man.
I had Chinese food yesterday. I actually sat in the Chinese store because it was so hot outside. So
It was dumb hot yesterday, man. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but you finish. You go ahead and finish what you eat.
But yeah, the food is definitely different. I trust everything over there before I trust here. You know what
Word?
I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
How long you was in Germany again?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
See, that says a lot, yo. That says a lot, man.
The restrictions, their laws on food and how it's, I don't know, processed, however you want to call it.
Right.
You know, it's not getting shot with no steroids. Everything like that is a little bit better, you know, so a little safer.
I'm going on a diet now.
I gotta leave here, man.
That American
leave
diet,
here.
man. Like, I know about it, but sometimes you get caught up in that. All right, I'm hungry. My timing is off.
Right.
So if I'm just out and I'm like, all right, man, I got to eat something, because eating something. In my mind, eating something is better than eating nothing.
For sure.
So you be like, man, I'm out. Let me just pick something up. And sometimes you might spend.
And you can't help that every block you turn down, you ride past some fucking McDonald's and shit.
You try to make it make sense. Okay, if I get a burger, I
just
know
get
it's
some
red
chicken.
meat. I know that it'll burn off the slowest, like red meat, but it's got protein in it. Like, you try to make sense of the worst thing on the menu.
You trying to rationalize the bullshit. That's what you're trying to do.
Like, I know this meal has 12,000 calories or 1,200 calories, but all I had was a sandwich earlier, so I can do it.
Right.
But we convince ourselves that what we're about to eat, it's not going to hurt ourselves.
Man, look.
That's
Never
tough,
mind.
though. Especially when you busy all day.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, for me, working out is tough. If I don't pre-make it or it's pre-made, I'm going to grab maybe a Chick-fil-A sandwich, not
Right.
a McDonald's chicken burger or something.
Right.
Okay.
I'ma
At least
try.
Chick-fil-A got the grilled chicken nuggets, stuff like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Which
going
is
to order
good,
grilled
too.
chicken instead of the fried chicken. That
I
stuff
just-
kind of
yeah.
adds up over time a little bit.
Yeah, I just got to make that trip. Like, one time, right, when I pulled into KFC, because they got the grilled chicken, but I guess that's not their popular chicken. So you pull up in there, you're like, yo, let me get like 4 chicken breasts grilled. Oh, we don't have none made right now. Now you in KFC, so what you gonna do? Or give me the regular recipe.
Hey, honestly, I don't eat KFC, man.
Man, KFC got some. Good
I haven't
shit.
been to KFC in like at least 5 years, like dead ass.
What did it do to you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't like the way it look on the inside. Like, it just gives me creepy ass
A
vibes.
restaurant?
Like the KFC in general. Every time I walk into KFC, I feel uncomfortable. Like,
What?
I don't know,
How
man.
does that make
It's like a
sense?
fair building or something. I walked. The last time I walked into KFC, I looked around. I was like, nah, man. I don't want to eat.
right.
I don't want to eat here. I went down the street to Popeyes where I felt more comfortable with my own
I feel
people.
comfortable at Popeyes.
I felt comfortable, bro.
I've never heard nothing like that.
Listen, call me weird. I don't give a fuck. That's honestly the God's honest truth to how I felt in regards to that matter. I'm not stepping foot inside of KFC. I don't even want no takeout. I'm good.
I know we've taken over your week. But you still got more?
No, that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
High
Then
fives.
I finished with y'all. That's
Okay.
a high five.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. End
High
of the
five
week glory.
status or trash?
High five status for my week. Yesterday I went to this brunch, this Dominican brunch spot, and like near Woodbridge, something like that. And it was like bottomless mimosas and like rum punch, and it was like it was Dominican food. So you had fucking waffles and steak and like grilled chicken with the peppers and onions and shit. It's one of those plates that when you look at it, when somebody make it, it's like, yo, why you got all that on your plate at the same time? That don't make no sense. But all that shit was good as hell. All of it. I ate the whole plate. And I was drunk, so it was a good day.
Wait a minute, not to cut you off.
You did, though.
I know, but I just want to say something before you move on. There was a time where I really didn't understand waffles and chicken. Couldn't get it. Like, I didn't see the combination and why it had to happen.
It took you a while to catch on to a lot of things, bro.
Waffles and chicken, though?
Just saying.
It didn't mix for me. But then I actually had it, and I'm like,
You had waffles and chicken before?
Chicken
You
and
like
waffles,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But how long? But
I just tried it because of the hype.
Right. It's just like
It's not something I'm gonna go get.
okay.
I tried it because of the hype too, but I was like, oh well, somebody gotta like it. They got a whole fucking restaurant named after the shit, dedicated to the shit. Somebody gotta like it. Fuck it.
It was more like a southern thing.
I never I never not liked it though. Like the times that I did have it, it was never like, ooh, what the fuck is
It's
this?
good. I just didn't care to try it until I tried it, and I said, okay, yeah.
I still don't eat celery, so shit like that.
There's nothing.
You can't fuck it. You can't fuck with it. Ugh. Like shit, you just don't want to look
Celery
at.
is one of them.
Yeah,
But we're talking about combinations.
But anyway, my goddamn week. That was it, man. That was really it.
High five the food.
That was really it. As worked the 40 hours. Yo, my job tried to pull some bullshit, right? So they told niggas, all right, this was Friday. Friday morning, coming to an email. Hey, okay, so there was a massive mix-up in the company. Somehow, we were supposed to have been given off July 5th, but they forgot to send out the paperwork or file the paperwork to do whatever. So they said that they basically gave us off July 5th, then said if you work January 29th, which was yesterday, a full Saturday.
Wait, January?
June. If you work June 29th, that full Saturday, you'll get your time and a half and your time and a half for that day, and you'll get off that July 5th. You'll have off July 5th with a paid day. But if you don't work the full Saturday, then you get off July 5th, but you don't get paid. Well, I mean, what kind of shit is that?
It sounds like they confused themselves.
It's a double setup. Because no, you want to take my Saturday away from me and I work all fucking day Saturday and then pay me for a day that I would have had been working anyway. But if I don't work this full Saturday, which I don't like working Saturdays anyway, you're going to take away my paid day from me Friday, which I would have been here anyway. It was a Friday. I would have needed to been here. That's bullshit. You know what I did? I didn't fucking go.
On Saturday?
No.
So you
a full day on Saturday? No, I didn't go.
So you're off Thursday.
Yes, they were off Thursday.
And you got to go on Friday now.
No.
Oh.
No, if you work, no, I won't get paid for that Friday because I didn't work the full day Saturday. If I would have worked the full day Saturday, which was yesterday, then I would have got that additional paid day off for July 5th. But if they would have kept the shit how I was anyway, I would have went to work July 5th and got my damn money and still had my fucking Saturday off.
What time you get off?
5.
Oh, you could have did that.
Nah, man, I don't know Saturday, bro. I don't know Saturday. It gets so annoying driving up and down 295. I don't want to get up. No, not when there's not a necessity. No, this is a match right here. And plus,
now
I get my
listen to this.
Huh?
Now they gonna listen to this.
Oh, well, they heard it first. Shit, I told my boss. I was like, nah, bro, I value my Saturday because I get my son every Friday night, and I hate when I gotta wake up early on Saturday morning to drop him off and then go to work. Like I hate that.
One thing for me. I don't tell my employer I got a podcast. Like I'm pretty sure they know. Right. I don't tell people because I don't want you to listen. Because sometimes I might hate y'all and want to talk about y'all.
Right.
So
I mean, they talk about you when they close the door. So shit, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. They can listen or not.
Like the other day, the security guard just happened to hit me up. It was like, "Oh man, Trey, I know you had a podcast. So how you know?" Somebody told him, and I was like, okay, well, enjoy, because I think being a security guard is kind of boring if you're not really doing nothing. Something's happening. Yeah, so I said, man, sit back, relax, and listen to all 140 episodes.
Right,
but he just randomly hit me up. Was like, man, I didn't know you had a podcast. This is dope. I said, okay.
And look, they talk about your black ass in your face with a smile. You better talk about them on your own shit.
That's a fact. We could definitely talk about that after I come from my week. But my week was high five status, man. For me, I turned up in the gym. I even did twice a day, morning and night.
Damn, man. Yeah. What you going for? The record? I'm
going for like we talked about the food. But what I want to do, also have a desk job that I work 10 hours a day and they make us work 5 days a week. That's 50 hours that I'm sitting on my butt.
And eating.
Every day they bring donuts.
You take them? Carl Winslow?
Once in a while. Donuts, bagels, and sometimes they'll have meetings and they'll order extra pizza, and now you got 10 boxes of pizza in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
it's hard to walk past a slice of pizza.
It's hard to every day to be like, I don't want your pizza, I don't want your donuts, I don't want nothing. Even the snack machine is full with Snickers and cookies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're trying.
There's a lot of fat people at your job?
I'm not in shape. I'll say that. I'll say that. And I'm the youngest. Everybody else is grandparents, older, not really going to be doing much. Me, I want to be active at 36. I want to do something.
Right.
So I'm sitting down. So I said to myself, I need to be more active in the physical as well because I'm sitting down. So just working out during the morning and then I sit down for 10 hours.
Right, and then you go back and
Sitting down for 10 hours defeats the purpose of actually working out in the morning, to me. Because you're doing more of that than that. So I said, okay, I was told you can double up on squats. So I can do squatting every day, every night. Calisthenics, whatever the name. I'm not good with the words, but push-ups, dips, you can do those every day. So in the morning, you might go to the bench and lift weights. But then at nighttime, you might do some burpees, some push-ups.
And you know
dips.
what, man?
Just keep, you know what I mean?
There's a Rocky Maivia autobiography audition waiting for you in the future. So
I look
you
nothing
keep
like
going.
Rocky Maivia.
No, I'm
What
just
are
saying,
you
nigga,
talking
you
about?
gonna be as big as that motherfucker.
What are
You
you
keep going at
talking
this
about?
rate.
I
Listen,
wish.
it ain't nothing. Listen, it ain't nothing to use some makeup.
Yo,
They gonna put it on you anyway.
one thing about The Rock, he never shows nobody his workouts, man. I be wanting to see what he actually does, but he keeps his stuff private. But
Well,
he actually,
fuck y'all, man.
They
You
said
can't give
The
you niggas
Rock
the ingredients.
rides around with a truck, a gym. No matter where he's at, that gym is right there. So if
Wow.
he got a movie, a
Kevin
shoot,
Hart do that too.
Kevin Hart,
both of them.
it's dope. So also when we watch these guys work out and train, we got to understand how privileged they are. I mean, they work their butts off, but when you got a gym,
I can follow you.
a
every
vehicle,
year.
like a mobile gym,
Hey, you niggas follow me right now. I might want to work out later.
a chef.
Right, definitely a
A
chef.
chef. Come on, man. In the meanwhile, we sitting here trying to
Ain't the
look like them.
ain't the pro ball life something similar to that? But not at that exclusivity, but you have like a place where you can always go where top of the line equipment is available for you to use.
I wouldn't say top of the line equipment, probably unless you're in the NBA.
Right.
But yeah, there's places you always get access where you can work.
Yeah.
You can always go work.
It's new. Do they have like nutrition coaches and stuff like that, and people that help you with your
They
eating?
have that, but even again from the NBA to overseas, that all depend on you.
Right.
They could tell you what to eat. They could give you the blueprint, but okay,
You still gotta
might
follow
have
the
to buy
shit.
your own chef, or you
Right.
just got to make your own food.
Okay.
I was listening a few years ago, maybe 2-3. They said Dwight Howard ate double cheeseburgers before the games. Some people just different.
Yeah.
Like they-
CMB eating burgers before the games,
Who?
getting stretched. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
I seen Wesley Carter say that too. Adrian Peterson. You said, man, you can eat whatever you want as long as you work out a hard 60 minutes of the day.
They workouts is different though.
That's how I feel too. Like
Yeah.
in the summer, I eat because I don't eat like this during the year,
Right.
so I
Right.
eat go ahead.
But that's what I be thinking. Like I worked out so I can eat that triple cheeseburger. For me, it don't work that way because of my job, because I sit down all the time. But also with my week, man, we were featured in the first edition of Bold. Bold is a product catalog, and we was in there first. Shout out to the
Shout out to the creator,
shout
Laquan.
out to Laquan for choosing us, and shout out for the Drunken Knights for being on there with us.
Shout out to the homies.
A podcast, part of the podcast family. So shout out to Bold. Make sure y'all going on our Instagram, find that link and download the first edition, the first issue, man. It's definitely fire. Also, I watched the Mike Epps special. You watched the Mike Epps special yet?
I actually seen it last night on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
I
it.
seen it.
You didn't like it, you didn't watch
I
it.
didn't watch it.
Oh, but you seen it was up there.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious, man.
Mike Epps funny.
Mike Epps is fucking hilarious.
Listen,
But yeah.
I've seen, no matter what I jump on, whether it's Twitter or Facebook, everybody's directly telling me about how trash it was, about how they only
I think
listened for
because
10
you
minutes.
saw it first, and you was the first person to be like, "Yo, why is this Mike Epps shit is funny?" So niggas is holding you accountable for. You know what I'm saying?
I did on Facebook, but on Twitter, people were just like, "Yo, I'm about to watch this Mike Epps joint. It better be funny." I said, "Yo, it's hilarious. Watch it." And then they come back to me like, "Yo, fam, I couldn't get past 10 minutes." I'm like, "Huh?"
I don't know, but
could
I thought
not
it was
stop
hilarious.
laughing.
I thought it was hilarious.
Listen, watch the Mike Epps stand up on Netflix. I don't think his previous stand ups were that good, but this one,
Yeah,
hilarious.
this was funny.
Y'all killing me, Smalls.
I give it. If I had to rate it out of a 10, I give it a 7.
a 7.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
What stand up have you ever given a 10?
Oh shit!
Because I want to see what people be comparing Mike to. They be like, Mike ain't funny. So who's funny?
I don't know what these people like to watch, man. Stand-ups are they're not really that really.
I saw Cat Williams. He came here to the city. Actually,
He did when he came to Trent.
I wasn't.
I think that was a
wasn't
while
old
ago.
enough to be there. I
Okay.
was probably like 11, 12
Okay.
or something.
The first time I heard of Mike Cat Williams was the Pimp
Friday.
Chronicles. Well, the Pimp Chronicles.
Oh, okay.
And everybody talked about that. Like that was everybody's go to.
Pimping.
That was everybody's go to at one time. And then you had Kevin Hart come in and he kind of changed the game. But for some people, they feel like his act is kind of like the same after
Kevin
all this
Hart.
time in the game.
Yeah, I couldn't watch his newest one.
I watched it. I fell asleep on it.
Yeah, it wasn't really that funny.
Because
I liked it, but it wasn't dropped there. I think the Mike Epps joint is funnier than that.
Yeah,
Kids think
that's
too much.
That's
Right,
what I'm
right.
getting at. Now maybe Kevin Hart changed his writers, or he got nothing to talk about no more. I don't know, but it's just like maybe too many stand-ups. How many Eddie Murphy had? 3, and they was spaced out, kind of.
Right.
But having a stand-up like every year, what do you have
That's
to talk
hard,
about?
yeah.
It's hard.
Right.
Especially when you're busy.
When
So
you busy.
can't really.
Right. And that's why they get writers. But then you get clowned for not being a pure comedian because you didn't write your jokes.
But
Just
the
got
comedians
writers.
don't really think Kevin Hart that funny, right?
Nobody,
Right.
no comedian does.
Everybody says that Dave Chappelle is the funniest.
Anybody,
That's what everybody always says. Like,
any comedian, I've yet to see one comedian that's not under Kevin Hart's umbrella say Kevin
like
Hart's
really
funny.
blow. Yeah, it's good.
Everybody that comes on like the Breakfast Club or the interview, they say Kevin ain't funny. But he's the most successful because he
Business.
found business and he found the way to use social media.
Right.
Those older dudes never figured that out.
Right.
So they're just like, yo, from the ground up, we're funnier. If you look at our material, we're funnier. We just don't have the money Kevin has or the exposure. And Kevin Hart always comes on and say, you know, he starts a business and he wants to give back to the community. Like that's his way of saying, I know I'm not that funny, but I'm here to help y'all.
I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I mean, I might not be that funny, nigga, but I'm in the top funny man spot, and I got the top funny man pocket. So, what you want me to do? The best I can do at this point that y'all don't think I'm that funny is to try to help people who may be funnier than me and put them in a position to be on.
How do we feel about money, though? Does money mean that you are like the best?
No,
Like when you
it don't.
Like, oh man, my album or music, my album sold 5 million. I'm the king.
That don't necessarily mean the music was good.
I used to hate that comparison.
Not at all.
I used to hate that
no.
comparison.
Nah, I mean, but that's what people hold on to when they know their shit ain't really that good. So what else you gonna say? I'd say it too. Nigga, my shit sold 400,000 3 days.
A lot of people that know if they good, they don't say they good.
They don't, right?
They don't even talk money.
Right.
I know that just because you sell a lot doesn't mean it was necessarily good. It just means you have a big fan base. But that doesn't necessarily mean your music is better than the guy who sold 30,000.
You touched on something during the week, and I wanted to bring it
Me?
back real quick. Yeah, where you said that they talk about me anyway at my job. Right? It's nothing, so it is what it is.
Hell yeah, they talk.
And that got me
to
to thinking. Right? You know, you could be as good as you want to anybody in the world, right? But they are still going to have private conversations about you and talk about you behind your back, right? So I've been doing this. I've been listening to this audio book.
You almost fucked up again.
I tell him I read books, and he says, "Well, you listening?
You're not
What's the
reading. You
difference?
listen.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
It's the same education.
It's
the
It's
same.
being fed to you. You're not feeding yourself. That's the difference.
I mean, it's the same thing.
It's the same
It's
thing.
not, but it's not reading though. You're listening. You're absorbing information, but you're not reading. Like
It still go. Oh, all right.
It's
all right,
not
all right,
reading.
All right. So, what you brought up to me was, people are going to talk about you regardless, right? So, my thing is, like, have we come across that though, to where like you're good, you feel like you're a good person, but no matter where you go, you hear bad stuff about you from somebody you don't know, or people are just talking about you. And how do we handle that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think it's okay to lose your cool because you feel entitled. Because I'm nice to you, you should be nice to me. But it don't work that way. So that's what it made me think when you said, man, they talk about you anyway. You know what they do. Mm-hmm. But what can I do about that? But has there been a situation to where you got blindsided? It was like, yo, fam, I'm good to you. And lost your cool?
Probably. Shit, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I probably didn't lose my cool, but I've been going through that because of basketball.
Okay.
I remember the first time somebody wrote something bad about me. Like,
what was
at first, I didn't know. It was like a write up on the internet.
Okay.
I didn't know how to handle it at first. I retweeted it.
So
I said
somebody
something
random
back to it. I'm like, you know how the scouting services come out. Like,
Yeah.
he's good at this, but he needs to be better at this.
Right.
And I'm a kid. I'm like, no, I'm good. Fuck out of here.
Right.
But as you grow older in college, again, you got them writers writing about you, but you just learn to not say nothing. But you still got them times where you tweet back.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you do?
Right.
You've never been in a situation like this.
Right.
Now, even though it was like what you wrote back, do you regret it? Like, man, why did I waste my time?
Nah.
No?
I've had, even with the team I was just with, I've had people talk shit about me on the Facebook pages and at the game, sign my jersey, sign my shirt. Get on my face.
Yeah.
Nah, I know you.
Yeah,
Egghead77. I know your username.
I'm trying to find, me personally, especially with social media, if you write something down under a post or on Facebook or something, and then people just come and they start attacking you, I'm not built for that. Like, I'm the type to delete it because I don't want it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, fam, like, then you go look. Like, first off, I'm not going to go look for you. I don't care how far or how close you are. I'm not going to go look for you. I'm not going to, but sometimes you can see red in that situation, but you know people are just pushing your buttons. Right. And that's just the type of person, that person is. They see you, your comment might have been not crazy, but it's just your opinion on the topic. And then people come in and they start talking about you, your mom, your kids, and how dumb you are. And it's just like,
don't understand, like, opinions are okay.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Right. You could just accept the opinion. If someone say it's bad, all right, maybe it might be bad to you.
Yeah.
But if other people saying it's good, then it is what it is.
And people don't know how to take others' opinions and respect it. Like, everybody wants their opinion to be the opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when they come across a statement or something online and it's opposite of what their views are, then they feel like it's okay to attack just because it's on the internet. Bitch, what you talking about? I make 75 G's a year selling hair. Hair sellers do make money. What you like? What do you like? Just
media,
random shit.
Social media definitely made it worse. You can just jump on social media and
say whatever you want.
And somebody's just attacking something. We get attacked just because we're men. I can only speak for men. I know women everybody gets attacked. But I'll jump on Twitter and they'd be like, there was this one picture I saw where back in the 80s or the 90s, men used to wear like crop top jerseys.
Right. I seen Will Smith with one.
Right. Will Smith had on one, and basically the abs be out. So as soon as I jump on Twitter, there's this post that says, men aren't secure enough to wear this anymore. And I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, I don't understand why you're one of your tweets is men. Like, talk about you. Talk about what women, empower women. Don't worry about men. So then I click on it because you can see they have so many tweets, so many responses. And the first response is actually her. And she was like, y'all men are mad. Y'all men, I'm getting so many evil tweets, but y'all the one insecure. I'm like, why?
How do you know?
Why is your energy at attacking men? So as soon as I go on, like, Twitter is my safe space. Twitter is the place I go to laugh. Facebook is where the drama is. Instagram is where you do a lot of promote.
I've been forgetting to check Facebook a lot too.
Yeah, Facebook is where a lot of drama is for me. Instagram is like where you just look at pictures and you be amazed at the beauty that is art, whether it be women, pictures, artists. Twitter, I go for the laughs.
Right.
But as soon as I log in, I felt like I'm getting attacked.
I mean, honestly, being attacked sometimes is kind of fun. To be honest with you, especially when people be so wrong with what they thought you were trying to say. Our motherfuckers attack you with what they think you're trying to say, and their perspective is completely different from what your thought was when you tweeted that. Like, yeah, that's not even what I'm talking about. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you so angry? Why are you coming at me left like that? All right, cool. I'd leave it alone. It really don't bother me. Sometimes I'll jump into the shit too. Fuck it. Why not?
So with the platform you guys have, if someone say something negative back to you, do you respond?
Sometimes. But most of the times, no.
Because then everyone else sees this.
My block list is very long.
Okay.
I'll say that. I had to think about it because I didn't want to say no, knowing that I do. But I go to the block list. Like, my block list is very long just because somebody came at me sideways. And I said, you know what? I'm not a talker anyway. Right. So I got nothing to say. I'm not good at jokes. I'm not good at cracking jokes. I'm not good at your mama. I'm not good at none of that. So you won't hear that from me. I won't even try. But see, now, if you got a special talent, you might want to use that from time to time. Right? So for those that do,
I mean, I choose not to engage in bullshit. I mean, haters gonna hate, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop that. But sometimes if they gonna hate, fuck it. Why not? Sometimes just create a little back and forth. But then other times, for the majority of the time, it's never really even worth the entertainment But sometimes just for shit's sake, you're like, fuck it. Well, if it's a problem, well, fuck it. Let's talk shit then. Since you just won't shut the fuck up about it, let's just talk shit. All right, whatever. And then it's over. Like them little Twitter spats, man. Them shits last for like 7 minutes, and then something else is happening fucking 7 minutes later, and nobody really gives a fuck.
So I'm going to talk a little basketball real quick.
Nobody gives a fuck. Let's talk basketball, baby. You got something to say about the Lakers? What's up?
What about the Lakers?
I'm just saying, nigga. We hot right now. So if you got something to say, let's say it.
Lakers, dude.
What's your team?
Yes.
I'm just a LeBron fan.
Just LeBron
Yes.
fan? Okay, so...
When I was young, I was a Sixers, AI.
Okay.
LeBron came into the league, AI was coming out, I was a LeBron fan.
I think people, I'll say older people, criticize the player, the favorite player, more like people who are team likers. I don't want to say worshipers. I'm trying to find the right words to say. But people who like players over teams. That's the new era we in, right? I like players. Why? Because players move around now. If you like Cleveland when LeBron came and he's left twice, it's hard to like Cleveland.
Right.
Like Jordan stayed at the Bulls. It's easy to like the Bulls.
Right, that's true.
Jordan
But
stayed.
if Jordan left, you would like.
If Jordan would have left in '95,
That shit would have started this trend would have started way the fuck back then. Nigga would have had that Seattle Supersonics Jordan jersey with no problem.
Oh, Sean Kemp, the new dude. Like you
Sean Kemp to the Knicks? Nigga, I'm gonna get what?
But back then, you stayed with your team.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with people who like LeBron. I don't have a problem with people who are following KD right now, wherever he's going to go. With that being said, so who was your influence coming up, though? Like, what got you into basketball?
My father.
Your father? He played ball?
Yeah, he was playing around here at the Cowwater Parks. He would take me when the park was going crazy. He the one who put the ball in my hand. Space Jam gave me all that. He had a Fisher-Price court for me, so yeah, that was pretty much it. And
okay.
He kind of separated me. He kind of had a vision for me, I think. When I was younger, he always made me play up with the older kids. I was always the smallest one out there, but he just made me figure it out.
Moody Park all the time, man. I remember he was always the kid out there, and you let him play too because he was nice.
That's dope. What you said about your father having a plan for you. I think that a lot of us need to jump on that bandwagon. As a father with 4, I'm trying to figure it out. Like you get in these gems to where it's just like, you could bring kids into this world, but if you ain't got nothing for them, it's just like, what are you doing? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm struggling with that, and I'm actually about to go into some type of business to where I can create residual income, things of that nature. But you just don't want to bring, children into the world without giving them something for them to build upon. So I thought that was real dope at what your dad did. Also,
How many boys, girls?
I got 2 boys and 2 girls.
Perfect.
Yeah. I like
boys are older or?
I have a boy and a girl who's the oldest. My son will be 18. Yeah. My daughter just turned 16. But see, with him, though...
He big as shit, too, yo. He big as hell now.
It's trying to figure out... See, you love the basketball. You could have turned it away, right? Even though he gave you the ball, you could have been like, nah, I don't want to do this.
I want to do something.
I used to take my son to all of the basketball camps and things he could name. It's what he wanted to do at a time. Right. And then he's like, I don't want to do this no more. So... trying to figure out what they like. Well, they're trying to figure out what they like. All I can do is support. You know what I'm saying? So that it is what it is.
Well, look, right. What is one thing about the high school to college recruitment process that most people don't know?
That people don't know, I would say, I don't know, you gotta be good in the classroom. A lot of people think you really just gotta be good in basketball. You also gotta be good in the classroom, unless you go into the NBA the year after.
Right.
And it's not too many people doing that.
Right.
A lot of the kids getting messed up because they chase the basketball and they
forget about everything else.
You need that to get into college. You know what I mean?
I thought they was letting niggas skate. To be honest with you, I thought it was.
I mean, it's.
Well, maybe not.
You still got to turn in papers.
Right.
Maybe you don't have the hardest class, but you still got to sit in study hall. You still got to turn in them papers.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, high school to college is really just like the discipline. Your mental got to be a little bit different to like want to be there.
What was the hardest part of it for you, going from high school to college, even on the basketball level or the classroom level?
The basketball level, the hardest part was trying to be like different or being the hardest worker because you come in as a freshman, you got seniors, you got everybody on your team, so you kind of follow what they do because you look up to them a little bit.
Right.
But once you like, all right, that's what they do. All right, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna also do what they do. That's when you separate yourself.
Okay.
And off the court for me, it was just like the success a little bit. I had to kind of like understand that I'm in Philadelphia. It's 6 colleges there. I'm one of the top successful players as a sophomore. Everyone on Twitter, everyone on Instagram, everybody's writing about. I'm like, oh man, I'm retweeting it. So I just learned now. You just be quiet, let it happen. Just be quiet.
So the draft just happened, right? Zion went number 1.
Right.
The order kind of went the way that everybody knew, but you still saw so much emotion between from them young men, and you also saw their dads with them. Like, it was the first time I just saw so much emotion, tears of joy, and men standing behind them, whether it was the stepfather or just a biological father. How often have you seen players, right, with so much talent but are so big-headed that they blow it? Because to me, when I saw those tears of joy, that lets me know how humble that they are, and they're going to go out and they're going to get theirs. To me, like, you could be number 1. Like, if I told you you're going to be the number 1 pick 6 months from now, you walk up there because you've been told you've been great since 10. Right. So you don't even know that you got to still work. And I think that's what a lot of players get caught up in. But this past draft, the emotion that I saw men knowing that it's not over, it's just beginning. But how often do you see players just blow it because in their mind they're the best?
That's kind of why I am where I am now.
Okay.
Because a lot of them dudes, like, they've been good young, and they still think they good, and then they get humbled and don't know how to recover from it. So that's like where because I've never been blown up. Right. I've always been like the underdog type of person. So I've always been humbled to where success came, I knew how to handle it. And that's a lot with them kids. Like, they've always been humble, and when the success came, their dads was there, they was crying, they was happy. But for me, I see that all the time. Like, there's guys when I was younger that's better than me that it's not even playing no more, you know what I mean? But or just ain't getting no opportunities, or went to bigger schools and where we
got swammed out.
Yeah, exactly. It's different.
There was this player, right? And I forgot about him. You remember Derek Williams? Yeah. He was in a draft with Kyrie Irving.
He was in my.
He got drafted to Minnesota.
He was in my league.
Okay.
He played. They actually won the championship
in the MAAC, right?
So that's where he's at.
He was in Germany this year.
Oh, okay. That's about to get at you because it got brought to my attention that him and Kyrie was like going back to the number 1, number 2. And everybody said that Cleveland was stupid for taking Kyrie and not Derek Williams. Right. But Derek Williams kind of like didn't pan out. I don't know why, but Kyrie Irving is still in the league, NBA champion, about to go to the Brooklyn Nets. But Derek Williams is no longer in the NBA.
From what I see, like, again, playing them this year, watching them play all the time, he a good player. Overseas, he going to kill it. He more athletic than all the 4s. He could shoot. He could handle it. It's a little bit slower there, but for him, it's easy. Here in the NBA, almost everybody like that.
Right,
you know what I mean? So I don't know what's his one specialty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't be jumping because everybody else can jump.
Everybody can jump over here.
But Kyrie's a killer scorer. Like, that's his specialty.
And ball handler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of separated them a little bit because you don't know the one really good thing he's amazing at.
Right.
He's good at a bunch of different things.
Right. And that makes sense.
That might come from what is he, like a small forward?
In the NBA, I would say he's a 3-4.
3-4. That might be coming from no recent greatness in those positions. If you Kyrie, you can say, man, there's so many point guards I want to be better than. And Kyrie looked up to Kobe, right? So it's like, man, I want to have that Mamba mentality like Kobe. When you a small forward, I guess, it's like, who am I looking at? All right, I'm the man. So,
all right, it's me. I'm looking at me.
It's me. Because there's nobody to look at.
Right.
I mean, LeBron's there, but if you don't like LeBron, then who? Well, I guess LeBron, then you got Melo. So I guess that was like the small forward, the group. But in reality, just like you said, you let the AI. It's a guards league. Right. So if you're not looking at the guards,
what are you
doing?
Right.
You could be 7 foot. Nah, AI, my dude. And you at the park. Trying to do crossovers. Like,
get your big ass in the post, man. What you doing? You don't go post that nigga up on the block, man. Give me the ball.
You got the elbow joint on, like, fam,
the sleeve and shit.
You got the sleeve on, like, yo, get the post, man.
I was gonna say something in regards to the into like a lot of guys that might get into the league and like blow it because they think they've been a man. Because a lot of times, I think the driving motivation is the check. And then when you get the check, it's like, well, fuck the work. I got what I really was ultimately after, was a big payday. But so I think a lot of dudes might just get complacent with the few dollars that they get, forgetting to play for the love of the game, because understandably so, sometimes you really just want to move your mom out the hood or get that house or whatever like that. And once you get it, it's like, well, bitch, I don't want to play no more. I'm about to do something else.
I would say it's definitely 100% harder to work out when you have $80 million than what it is.
Right. Absolutely.
$1 million. Like, it's way harder.
Look at my bank account. Man, I don't need this shit today.
Practice.
I'm calling off.
You check that Wells Fargo account. Practice. I'm about to go to the beach.
Hey man, my first day as a rookie, my first question was hey, do we get PTO? we get paid time off vacation day.
We've seen players go through that though, right? Like, yo, fam, I'm not practicing.
It happened with
when it's game time, I'm ready.
Derrick Rose, right? He took a extended leave of absence or something
Derrick
like that.
Rose just hops on jets, don't even tell his team.
Like he was going for a month or something. You know what I'm saying?
Derrick Rose.
He was going through something.
Yeah, he was going through something.
Was.
Right. He was definitely going through something, but shit, again.
Anybody know, though.
Don't we need PTO
can't.
time? My job is stressing me out. Bitch, I need a fucking break.
So what's it like over there in Germany? Asking from a man who hasn't. I've been out to the United States once. I went to Mexico, never too far on a cruise. But what's it like?
I've been to Germany once, and that shit was weird.
So what was it like for you? I asked you first then.
I was in Speyer, Germany, an hour away from Frankfurt. One of my boys from college had moved out there, and I went to go visit him. I was out there for almost 2 weeks, and I couldn't get past the time zone, the time difference. It was a 6 hour difference.
I'm always up till 2 o'clock.
Where I that shit fucked me up. They waking me up at 6 in the morning, lunchtime. I'm like,
lunch,
bruh. It's a 6 hour time difference. It's 6 in the morning over here. It's 12 in the afternoon over there. So they all up and dressed. My boy come tapping me. Hey, bruh, he fully dressed. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck you going so early? Jeans and something. He nigga, it's 12 o'clock. I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? But that was it. And I noticed that a lot of it wasn't no bullshit foods. Where he was staying at, they had a garden in a front yard, and they would just pick that shit straight from the garden and cook it, and there's lunch straight
so
like that.
So is that what you was talking about when it comes to the food?
And yeah, the living there is up and down. It's structured. It's like a safe living. For me, when I first got over there 5 years ago, it was hard because from being from here, I'm used to driving up and down the highway, ripping and running, going from here to here to here to
right.
here. But once I got there, it kind of slow you down. Once you get used to it, you actually like it. Living there better. I like living there than I like living here.
I'm pretty sure that Americans will never adjust to that because you said it's a structured life, meaning that that's how they all live, right? America is the land of the free. So we, in a sense, the mentality is we do what we want, which we don't. But you can't tell me what to do, even though a more structured life could bring more health and more wealth to you and your people. But over here in America, I eat what I want.
When you say more structured, what do you mean exactly? Structure in regards to what?
The thing is, here in America, everyone wants to be better than the next person or show that they are better than the next person. In Germany, everybody wake up, they go to work, they come home, they had a dinner. It's okay. We work Monday through Friday. We'll go out Saturday. Everyone's off on Sundays, and we'll do it again. That's just how they live.
And that's just everywhere. It has that type of schedule.
Everywhere got it like that. Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe unless you're in Berlin. Berlin's like a mini New York. So everybody's a tourist. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming from somewhere else.
Wow.
So what's it like for a black man once you leave the United States?
Yeah. I had to get used to that.
Okay. Was it?
Are they fascinated by you because you're black?
Is it a negative or a positive? Which are they used to?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay.
They look at you. Well, when I first got there, my first 2 years, I was in Eastern Germany. And this is more so where they have Nazi rallies and
holy shit!
But you know that before you came.
I didn't know.
Holy shit! But you probably what the fuck is walking up on that shit? You imagine walking up on some shit what the fuck is this? Oh shit!
I went to go get a haircut one time, and it was probably 200 cop cars because it was one of the biggest Nazi rallies that they was having of the year. I'm like, nah, I'll go get a haircut another day.
Yeah,
but it's more racist on that side of Germany.
Yeah.
I've had a kid ask his mom, right in front of me, why is he black?
Wow.
Damn.
It was a kid, but again,
but they know.
Yeah.
He ain't say why is he that color? Why is he dark?
Why is he black?
Yeah.
Wow.
First off, why is this black man?
Was that at a game or just in passing?
I was in DHL. I was like sending mail off.
Wow.
That was it. So, but again, that's just in this side of the German part where it's more racist than others.
Right.
Okay, in other parts of Germany, they'll look at you, but everybody's pretty much cool with it.
That is so nasty. We can't go nowhere. Either they overhype us.
I mean, that kid probably never seen a black dude
They
before.
all want to be us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The way they dress, the way they talk, they captions, drip too hard. Huh?
They might be the name of the episode. Drip too hard.
What?
We got the name of the episode right there.
Oh, that's funny as fuck, yo.
But that's what it is. Like they want to be us a little bit. You know
The
what I mean?
music,
But
the clothes,
Niggas
everything.
lip sync their lyrics because they want to
But
be.
they want to
us.
hate us because of the color of our skin.
it's just kind of not what they really accustomed to, especially the older people in Germany too. You know what I mean? Like they're not really used to seeing a lot of colored people, and now it's more because Mexicans come to America, Africans go to Europe.
Okay.
So that's kind of like now you see more of us there.
So so that's the bad. Well, do you want to talk about the worst before we go about to the good? Because you said that the best part about Germany, you said you'd rather be in Germany than here. So you tell us about the racism and the Nazis and the kids. Is there any, like, what's the worst thing that happened? Or is it just little stuff here and there?
Nah, little stuff here and there. Okay, nah.
Okay.
In Germany, it's safe.
So what won Germany, like, what got you over in Germany? Like, yo, I loved it here.
The basketball was really good, and the lifestyle.
Okay.
Everybody's down. Every city has a downtown. That's where people hang out at. Again, it's like safe. I go to the grocery store at night. I ain't gotta see outside.
Well, just, you know.
I mean, I was gonna say. I remember when I was over there. The club had. We went to this
the
club one
club's
time.
crazy, too.
Yo, you paid on the way out. Like that shit was crazy to me. It was like I don't know where the fuck we was at. But it was like it was shaped like kind of like a dome, and it was like 4 levels to it. And they gave you a key card kind of upon entry, and then like you scan it on your way out for whatever, and you use that for your drinks or whatever it was like that, whatever you bought. And then they'll scan it on your way out, and then they'll ring you up for the total right there. That shit was crazy.
The clubs is definitely crazy.
That shit was crazy.
They don't start getting ready till 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? Pre-gaming, and they'll stay at the club till 7 o'clock in the morning till the sun is
Drunk
up.
as fuck.
Yeah,
I need to get out more.
So wait, so how's the language barrier? Tell me about that shit.
I tried to learn German actually.
You know a little more than what you did now than when you first got there?
I can understand that a little. If they were having a conversation, I know what they're talking about.
Okay.
So, but the speaking it is different. It's like it's kind of backwards a little bit, but a lot of the words you could kind of. It's a little bit of English, but the thing is, a lot of the people our age they speak English. It's just the older people that they didn't learn that in school, but they teach that. in school.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Then they teach English.
I never had to speak German because
Everybody speak English.
everyone I was around, like my teammate, the people that work for the club, they all speak English to everyone.
Oh,
I would have
hell
went
yeah.
there. I would have went there with a
That's
little,
a relief.
I would have went there with a handheld book. Wait a minute. Repeat that. Say it again.
Man.
Okay.
Just download the app.
My first 2 years, I was using the translator a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
In the grocery store, what's this? What's this?
So, what's the most points you scored in the game?
40.
I saw
40?
that post. I saw that
Yeah,
post. You had
40.
40, 9 for 9. Or what? Threes was that? 9 for 9 what?
I think you dunked on somebody in that game,
Free
too.
throws?
I think I
Okay.
had-
I couldn't understand the language because it was written in
Yeah.
German. Okay, right.
Yep.
I knew
Yep.
what 40 points was, but I didn't know what the 9
Yeah.
for 9 was. I know if you 9 threes? Okay, balling.
That was a good one. Actually, the team I was on, it was kind of on my ass a little bit. So that was kind of like a reliever right there, and from there it went up.
This one you asked for. Struggling a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It get hard on you mentally a little bit, especially when you're out there by yourself.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I mean? So it's like and we played 1 game a week. That's one thing people don't know. Sometimes you play 1 game a week, but it's like you could be in different leagues too. But this year we played 1 game a week, so let's just say you played 2 bad games. That's 2 weeks.
That's 2 weeks.
long.
Right.
So they like, yo, what's good?
And that's crazy
Right.
because when you in the playoffs, right, and you might have advanced to the finals before the other team and you get a week off,
Right.
you're expected to be rusty.
Right.
But they want you to come off a week.
And perform at that same level as, hey, we need that same Frantz from last week, eh? Last week, Frantz.
You can practice, you can do all you want, but a week off is considered rusty over here in the States. I saw this video of Raymond Felton, right? Now, Raymond Felton is nice.
Did you see that nigga? He was killing.
That's what I'm getting
Recent
at.
one, yeah, I saw
That's what
that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting at. I don't see that during the game. But his highlight package? Fire. What is the difference between a pickup game or a street game and the actual game? I've seen LeBron. Remember that LeBron KD game in Rucker? How they both had like 50? But
LeBron played at the record?
him and KD played, yeah.
LeBron did? I don't remember. I remember
Early,
KD.
too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Jay-Z bring him out.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, I remember that now.
They was
I remember KD at the record for sure.
Even in the All-Star game, you see guys shooting from half court. So it's kind of like that structured regular season game, but the All-Star game, pickup games at the park, it just players seem so much better. What's the difference, though?
Scouting reports
Right.
and the mindset that the game don't really count. You know what I mean?
Right.
If it don't really count, you could shoot as many threes as you want. If it go in, ain't nobody keeping stats and nothing.
You know what I
Right.
thought?
And it's also like, I think it's more so it's a bigger stage, it's more people watching, you know what I'm saying? This is more like your job. So if you ain't performing right, if you on the cusp of getting traded or you on a contract year, and it's just more, I think, thinking that goes into it as opposed to you just going to the park. A motherfucker that's averaging 2.3 in the NBA can go to that park and drop 80
Kill.
and drop 88 you know, with no problem on your ass.
You have that confidence. That's what it is.
Right.
what
He
I
like,
was
man, you
thinking?
niggas ain't fucking with me. I've been playing against LeBron all playoffs. I'm about to whoop their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to whoop y'all
Drop
ass.
45 at a park and go to the league and average 2.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was always thinking it was like coaching. Like coaches might structure things in a way that's not really for you, because we've seen players reach potential by leaving a certain team and then that coach or
D'Angelo
that
Russell.
system letting them be the best they can be. So sometimes a coach might put together a game plan that's not good enough for how many players on the team? 12, 15?
But like a 7,
Like
8 man
12,
roster.
right? That coach might only have a game plan for 3 players. Everybody else got to get there is where they get it from, and then you come off the bench and you better not jack because you're going to get sat down.
Pass the ball.
So now you're playing like a robot,
Right.
like Raymond Felton. Like
You fall into the system.
I'm just in
The
here
system
so
ain't
Russell
built for
can
you.
get some rest. Don't mess it up,
That's true, though.
right?
Nah, that's super
exactly
fat.
what it
Yeah.
But when you go out there by yourself, I'm not passing.
Right.
He didn't.
Oh,
Pass
my
the-
coach ain't on the sideline? Nigga.
I'm jacking from half court.
Yeah.
I am not passing the ball.
And then you also got to think they got to get the fans what they want too at the same time. Nobody wants to see the fan. Nobody wants to see the third string guy.
I don't
You
know
pass
about
the
that. I don't know
you
about
pass the ball to that guy.
If Raymond
dudes
Felton-
they like stories.
Yeah,
If
if
Raymond
Raymond-
Felton went off, they would like that
if
story.
Raymond Felton dropped 50, we watching, fan.
Yeah, we'd watch it, but at the same time, they ain't here to see Raymond
And you
Felton off the
checking for
back.
what he doing the next game.
He got to earn that.
And
off-
if you play fantasy basketball,
No, wait, but
I
he
need
still
that
got
tomorrow.
But he still got to earn that though. But initially, the fan isn't going to the game saying, "I'm watching
don't
Raymond
agree with
Felton. I'm
that.
here for LeBron James."
So let's talk
if
about-
if Raymond Felton and LeBron James is on the same team, they're buying the ticket to see LeBron. But if Raymond Felton happen to goes off, yeah, that's a plus. But when they fuck up, what they gonna say?
So let me ask
Get
you
his
this
ass
then.
out of here.
Let me ask you this then. You're a Laker fan. You go to the Staples Center to see LeBron. LeBron
I did
has
that
a-
shit this
right,
year. He was
right.
injured, man. I was so fucking.
Okay, but let's say LeBron has a shitty game, but Kuzma goes for 60.
I'm lit.
That's
Kuzma
what I'm saying.
my man.
That's all I'm saying. It's the same thing. I don't care LeBron struggle. I was there for Kuzma's 60 sports.
Did they win?
They won.
All right, yeah, I'm good.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm good.
So if Russell Westbrook didn't have his triple-double, if Paul George didn't do his thing, but Felton hit the floater game winner and he dropped 55,
Yeah, he
was
lit.
lit. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I
Everybody
agree.
showed up for Jeremy Lin.
This is true.
Oh, my God. And the fact that he played in New York,
Yeah.
it
Everybody showed up for
overhyped
that.
him.
He had one of his best
they
games
have-
against the
who they
Lakers
have on
too.
the team at the time?
Carmelo was on the team.
No, Melo was hurt. Melo wasn't playing during
He wasn't
Insanity.
playing.
okay.
You're right.
And they sat him down when he got back. But when Melo was out, it was Linsanity. And don't ask me who.
Like
Stoudemire. Was Stoudemire playing? Stoudemire was there. Yeah, Stoudemire, Amari Stoudemire, and Linsanity. That's
I
all I
honestly
remember.
never remember a full New York Knicks roster. To be honest with you, I don't
They've been
know.
good since 95.
I don't know.
Well, 99. They went to the finals in 99. I get it.
99. That was it. After that, nah, I don't remember nothing about the Knicks.
99? What's it?
It was 99. They lost to the Spurs.
Y'all won in 2000. Lakers won in
Yeah, they
2000.
lost to the Spurs in 2000. I mean, in 99, 2000.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Another question. In regards to the whole transition from being a college player to a professional overseas player with the language barrier and a whole new country and all that, what was the lowest moment you had, and how'd you get over that?
Oh wow. My first year when I got there, we was, you go through preseason, you have preseason games and everything, and like I'm doing well, but I was also kind of still trying to figure it out. And they came to me and it was like, "Look, we got a tournament this weekend. It's either you perform this weekend or you got to go home."
Damn.
And they told me this on Monday. The thing was until Saturday. So all week I'm like, "All right, man, come on, come on." The game started, had my first basket. It was over for that.
I love to hear,
and I stayed.
I love to hear.
You gave him 24? Yeah.
I love to hear stories like that because too often we see the celebration. Like we can just say, "Hey, man, former player in Germany went to college. Great, nah." But what did you have to overcome?
Yeah.
And a lot of times when we turn on the TV, we already see Puffy on TV dancing with millions, but we don't know what he went through. No matter who we see, we already see them successful, and people don't like to talk about what they went through. So I like to hear stories like that, man, because your back be against the wall. You got to push through.
If I didn't have that game, I would not be where I'm at right now.
Powerful.
They would have sent me home. I would have had to start lower and keep coming up.
When to go home,
It would be
man.
a totally different situation right now.
That's crazy, yo.
That's super crazy.
You know, a movie helped me realize how those situations work too. You seen that movie on Netflix with Tariq from Power?
I seen it. I seen it once, but I ain't really
or something like that.
Amateur, yeah. It gives you insight, like for real, that how that really goes on, like outside of, because people just look at the game and see basketball, but it's politics in that shit,
It's
dog.
so
And them
much
shits is
more.
heavy.
So much more.
It's heavy politics in basketball, especially for that next guy. You know what I'm saying? Who's that next guy going to be? And the links people go through and the shit that gets undercut to get that guy out in front.
It's
That
all
shit be
about,
crazy.
It's all about agents now.
Yeah.
It's all about
In high
agents.
school, niggas be having agents.
Nah, but I mean, like, as far as getting jobs or even trying to be in the NBA, it's all about which agency you with. It's guys that's playing summer league that are doing it because they got best friends on the NBA teams. But I mean, it's all about agents.
LeBron got a bunch of best friends that's around in the NBA, like players who aren't that good, but they find a way to get jobs, like assistant coach, things like that. So shout out to LeBron.
Shout out to LeBron.
But
man.
I definitely want to spin back on what you said about your 40-point game. Something just came up, made me think about it, especially what you just said about, it was you need to perform or we got to send you back. Is it pressure because you're an American?
Yeah, for sure.
So they expect you to be...
They put you before the German players.
Okay.
You're allowed 6 foreigners on each team to play. So they could be American, they could be Slovenian, they could be Serbian. Serbians are actually running the overseas world, by the way.
Okay.
So y'all know.
Okay. Give me an American, not American, but give me an NBA player. You say Serbia, I can't think of one. Is it, who's in the league right now?
Wasn't Darko Milicic Serbian?
Serbian player in the league right now?
I don't know why.
My man,
Manu Ginobili popped up.
he from Argentina.
I know, but he popped
So
up.
maybe Serbian was the wrong Yugoslavian, and that means you're Serbian or Croatian or Slovenian.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Luka Doncic, he's
Luka?
Slovenian.
Okay.
I mean, these are the guys who have kind of a hold on overseas basketball.
And you can see why. Look at the way he
Doncic
plays.
is nice. That boy can ball.
They actually proved themselves in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like all the Yugoslavians, they've been proving themselves in the NBA. But back to,
Was it pressure on you because you were an American?
oh yeah, for sure, because they look at you to always perform. But for me, my situation was always different. Like with this last team I was with, like I'm a guy who could kind of play point guard, play the 2, could defend, can shoot, like who can do all these things. But they kind of wanted people in specific, like, so somebody that was starting in front of me was a pure defensive player. Mm-hmm. And I kind of had to learn early, like, all right, I'm coming off the bench now. I never came off the bench in my life. Mm-hmm. And then I had to learn, like, all right, now I'm playing 21 minutes a game. What do I got to do to figure it out? Like, how can I still be me and still perform in this time, and still coming off? So I always had to develop as a player. And that was me putting pressure on me, but that's also trying to figure out what they may need from me. So it's a whole bunch of mental things.
Because you do know, even though you're playing 21 minutes, the media is going to say his numbers have decreased. I'm playing 21 minutes.
Right.
So you got to find a way to make the best out of your 21 because they're going to kill you regardless.
But now there's nothing to say. My 21 minutes is probably one of the best 21 minutes in the league. You know what I mean? So, and we had a really good year. We finished second.
Okay.
It was like 30-10 or something like this.
Mm-hmm. That's a great year. 30
and 10. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. It's really hard. Like, especially
in the NBA season, that's 60-20. So that's like a 62-win season. That's
it's definitely levels.
You bump into any players from that you played with from over this area over there, even in college, or players you played against in college?
So Derek Williams, Payne Siva.
Okay.
I played with a guy, Will Cummings. He was on my team this year. He went to Temple.
Okay.
To be honest, if I were to show you a list, you'd be like, okay, I know him, I know him, I know him, I know him. It's a bunch of those types of guys there. Germany is actually one of the better leagues.
Okay.
I would say when it comes to leagues, it would be Spain. And I would say people want to go to Spain or want to go to Germany.
Okay.
It used to be Turkey because they'll pay you crazy, but the economy is a little fucked up there. So you might not get 5 months of what you signed for.
Damn.
You can't do that. You can't do that. So these are where you're going to see all your Americans or ex-NBA players or NBA players that are done there and then come. Or then you might check them NBA players that's in China.
That's going to be my next question, too.
China basketball is terrible, but they'll pay you $20 million.
Because it's a huge attraction.
That's why Marbury was so great? Let's talk about it.
The basketball in China is terrible.
Okay, all right. Because all I know is Marbury got a statue out there.
But Marbury's good, though.
He's good.
And he started that lane. You know what I mean? So
he did do that. Yeah.
He was like the black god. Like,
yeah, the black basketball guy, Marbury.
When you black in China, if you walk outside, they touching your face. Like, they don't see black people like that.
And that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I meant about the trip that you took about being black. Like, no matter where we go, it's like we're looked at as either this greatest thing, like, oh my God, there's a black man, or that's a black man.
Right.
So no matter where you go, so it's just like China is trash, but Stephon Marbury goes out there and win 5 championships in a row.
He the man.
He did something like that.
Hey, you know what? I remember I got into an argument with Stephon Marbury on Twitter one time. I can't remember what it was about, but we definitely went back and forth for like a good 10 or 12 tweets. I think it was something about a music debate.
He gave you them many tweets?
He really did, yeah. We was going back and forth.
He said something crazy.
I can't remember what I probably did say. I think I responded to something he said that I didn't agree with, and he actually responded. I was like, I'm into his face like, what the fuck? That's actually, oh shit, the check mark's there. That is this nigga. Let me chew this nigga up real quick.
Let me check the blue check real quick. Now, you mentioned about that you don't play in Europe no more.
No, I still play in Europe, just not in Germany.
Okay.
I ain't going back to the same team.
Okay, you're not going back to the same team, and you got a new situation that you want to touch on that, or not yet?
Yeah, we could talk about it.
Okay, okay.
When this come out?
Tomorrow.
We can hold off on that.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so tell us about the new situation.
I'm not going back to Germany anymore.
Okay.
The team I was with them for 3 years.
Okay.
First year we made it to the championship. The year before we lost in the first round. This year we lost in the semis. So I had a pretty good year there. I guess it was just they kind of wanted something different. You know what I mean? I was an option for them.
Okay.
But I was like their third option.
Right.
But I was there for 3 years. I didn't really like
another
that
American?
a little bit. German, I think.
Okay.
But maybe an American. I'm not really sure of the situation. But for me, it kind of messed me up a little bit. You know, I'm like, I did what I had to do or whatever. But it was all love there. You know, it was all love from the top to the bottom. You know what I mean? So, like, when my agent kind of found out that they wasn't going to bring me back, or I wasn't really their first option, he kind of got on the road for me.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I was impressed with what he did. You know what I mean? Because he never really had to work because he got me my first job. And then I re-signed with the team I was with my first time. So I just proved myself, and they wanted me back. So he never really had to work that situation.
Right.
And then this 3-year situation, I worked for that one. So they kind of went to him for me. So he never really had it. So this was like, yo.
He had to get on his job.
And he did a great job.
Okay.
So I'll be going to Spain next year.
Spain? Okay.
Nice.
It's definitely like a level. It's like a level.
It's a level up.
Level up.
Spanish basketball is different.
The motherfuckers fast, man.
Yeah.
They fast as hell, bro.
But it's good though. Like They have probably
You fast too, though. You fast with the ball. How fast it take you? How many seconds it take you to get from baseline to baseline with the ball?
maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's fast as shit.
But the level, they got a bunch of teams like they have.
That's
it's a
dope,
really
though.
good level.
That's dope. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this door closed, but it's another one here. I'm gonna keep pushing.
Yeah.
I got a dumb question, and we're going to get into our game. We got a game called Fresher Fiasco. But I got a dumb question. It might be dumb, right? When it comes to Olympic basketball, are you one of the players that might be selected for a team, let's say like Spain or something like that?
I played with the Haitian national basketball team.
You definitely did.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
did that
okay.
last
I've
year.
seen that.
So
Yeah, how does that work?
what it starts is as it's kind of you got to work your way up to the Olympics. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Not every country gets to be in the Olympics. You have to qualify for
Right.
it. So you have to play in a bunch of qualifying tournaments. You know what I mean? So last year was the first year Haiti ever been
In the
a
qualifying
basketball
rounds.
team. You know what I mean? So
period.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. So we had to start from the bottom and work our way through qualifying
Rounds.
to make it to the Olympics. Some happened with the situation; it didn't really fall through. But again, if we were to keep winning, we would have been in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
How was that experience playing in Haiti?
Crazy. We played. First, we played. We had training camp in Miami. That's where all the Haitians is at. Then we ended up going to this country, Suriname. It's like a third world country. It's crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
but that's where the games are at. Seeing so many Haitians there, like it was crazy. Like the fans and everybody, like. But it was definitely different. We played against like the other islands, Barbados or. Well, I forget right now.
In the Caribbeans, in that area?
Yeah, all the Caribbeans. That's pretty much what it was.
Okay.
So after that, just before we were about to fly, the day before, the Haitian president called and was like, "Hey, we want you guys to fly to Haiti and come represent us because we're happy for what you did."
Wow.
So this is my first time going to Haiti.
Sweet.
It's my first time going to Haiti.
That's nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so I lied. One more question.
Another dumb
okay.
question. All right.
It's not dumb. It's not
Okay,
dumb.
I was fucking
but
with you.
The NBA as it stands right now. So you said AI was your guy. Who's your guy now? Well, you said
LeBron.
But LeBron, about 2-3 years left in his in his career, probably. Who knows? But who are you looking at now? And what do you think of like just the current product of the NBA? Like the current, how the NBA looks right now, and who got next?
Who do I look at now as far as like star wise?
Yeah, like knowing that LeBron's got like 2-3 years left.
D
As
Wade
your-
already retired.
My guy Wade's going, Melo's like our players, our guys, they retire. It's something we got to deal with, and then there's always somebody else that that catches our eye. I'll be honest.
I
don't
dropped
think,
the tail when Kobe retired, man.
Yeah,
All right, I'm back.
Like Wade was my guy, and I haven't found nobody yet. Even though he just retired like a few months ago, I haven't really found nobody that's all right. I like this guy right here. He's pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't think there's somebody that I really found, but I like watching KD play.
KD, okay.
It's
Yeah, I like watching KD.
It's like you could pick up a lot from his game. It's simple. He get to a spot, he shoot. That's kind of what I like. As far as
Definitely
everybody
picking
else,
spots on the floor.
Yeah, I don't. Guard
It's tough,
wise,
right?
I like watching Kyrie. He fun
Kyrie,
to watch.
okay.
We the same age.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nobody really else out there.
It gets more younger. Like I guess you gotta.
Right.
That's like the Jordan.
You gotta
fans,
adjust
right?
with it.
Or the Magic and Bird fans. It's like when their player goes, it's like I just like basketball now.
Right.
Can't really just grab somebody else unless you followed them from
Right.
Or
this level in college.
you
and-
can have sometimes you can come across a sleeper player that you wouldn't expect to be that good who catches your attention. He's like, yo, I like this guy.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so-
You start rooting for that guy.
when
I
Kobe-
felt that way about Kuzma.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm
Like
saying.
Kuzma is a diamond in the rough. He was drafted pretty late. Nobody really expected what they're getting now from him, and that's another story that people like too. On top of the talent that he has, so
I like also watching. I always watch their highlights. Lou Williams and Kimba.
Lou Williams
Because we had the same situation, so I was trying to figure it out. Like, through him. And Kimba, I like watching him play.
Kimba been an assassin, man, since UConn.
What do y'all think about him signing with Boston?
Wait, I just saw today that Charlotte gave him a low offer.
Elope Jordan.
Oh, they gave him Jordan.
Jordan.
Wow, what
Like-
they offering?
They was just in France together. I don't get it.
They didn't say what they offered because you can't. I don't think they can. Nobody can sign, but they said whatever
What they offered
Charlotte offered them was low. And even though Kemba said he would take less to
But
stay in
damn.
Charlotte, So they must have really
MJ was probably
disrespected
sitting
him.
up there with a cigar lit with his legs crossed like, listen, boy, that's what we
But
gonna
you want to
do.
know what's crazy? You know what I heard, and maybe you can attest to this? If players lose money out their contract, you can actually give them something else, whether it be real estate or a percentage of like a sneaker deal or something like that. Like where Jordan has so much money, his hands on so many things. Listen, I'm gonna give you this, but I can get you a Hanes deal. I can get you I can get you a better Nike deal. I can get you so much money.
I can make you part of Team Jordan
to make up the money. So now we got more money to go get a star.
But if they're not going to give him the money, you think they're going to work for him like that?
Well, I say Jordan might be able to do it.
I think coming out of college, it was between Jordan and Under Armour. And I also think Jordan was trying to be low there too, and he ended up going with Under Armour. I think that's what I read.
So Jordan is just cheap with them. But I also heard that there's not a lot of money coming into Charlotte. So why would you
You pay Kimba though.
You pay Kimba because without Kimba now you ain't really no money coming to the Hornets. That was the only star that you had on the roster. Like you don't, no, you're not going to get nobody else to come without him being there. So
How he played though? Look what he do for the city.
right.
Well,
But-
then we got to stop letting owners, even if you join, we got to stop letting people own teams just because they want to reach billionaire status or something. Like
Right.
the real owners, we gonna get to that too because
Were
they
they
don't
players?
call them owners no more. No, but they were like old fashioned. They actually cared about their product.
Mm-hmm.
But these new guys who own Microsoft. And because you got $900 million,
let's go buy this team.
Let's just go buy a team.
Right.
I got $1 billion. Now I'm a team owner, and you don't know nothing about basketball.
Right.
So
I don't know. I feel like in terms of him going and Kimba going to Boston, I feel like it's going to be the same situation with Kyrie. Honestly, because I just heard the one thing that I think might be the biggest factor is that I just heard that Kyrie and the other teammates wasn't getting along. Like they just wasn't fucking with each other. But if Kimber comes in and he's providing, because I seen a stat like they average damn near like the same fucking thing damn near. So if he comes in and is providing that same quality, and he's also has team camaraderie and good chemistry, that could help a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between playing with a nigga you don't like and a nigga you do like. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I'll say that I think Kemba is more durable. Kyrie gets hurt a lot. So if Kemba's there more, like those games that Kyrie missed and Boston kind of slipped out the standings.
Now they actually played better. Oh, you mean this year, last year?
They played better without.
They played
Kyrie.
better without him. Yeah.
Well,
Like his first year there, they made it to the conference finals. He didn't play the entire playoffs.
that's
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what they're gonna do with that team because they good.
I don't know.
without-
And Al Horford might not come back. He didn't sign his extension, so they're gonna be looking different over there.
A lot of times, dudes just don't sign to see what else is out there.
right? Hell yeah,
everybody.
that's what I
wants
do.
this. People want to be courted. You want people. You want
How much will you pay for
Yeah,
my
why would I
services?
lock myself
Right.
in?
Why would I just
Hell
say,
no.
hey, I'm not going to actually look around. Fly me out. Or the Clippers want to talk. Fly me out. Let me come look at
Buy
your
me a
facility.
steak dinner.
Tell me how much you love me.
You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Tell me how much you love me. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Right.
So we can move on to our next segment. It's called Fresh or Fiasco. Fresh if you like it, fiasco if you don't, but you got to tell us why. And it's all basketball related because it's been a slow week. Nothing's been going on. So we going.
I'm ready for free agency to start at 6:00. Man, my watch is
Today?
set. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's today.
today.
Hell yeah, it's today.
So let's talk about it, man. LeBron James
LeBron James.
is going to give AD the number 23. Fresh or fiasco?
Fresh.
Fresh, why?
That's his young boy.
Okay.
He cool with being 6. He won in the 6 jersey, right?
Miami's my team, so me and 6 got a relationship.
Six.
So I think that's fresh.
But is it official that he's going to 6? I don't think he's made an announcement, but
He did post.
I saw the post.
Oh,
He posted 6.
okay.
So you're gonna get whatever number you want.
Let's go.
It's fresh. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot about athletes being like superstitious and like hung up over a number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But LeBron is telling you that he's so great that fuck the number. It'll be a 0, a 23, a 14, an 88. LeBron gonna give you LeBron. So, and I think it's just like rolling. It's kind of like a rolling out the mat kind of thing for Anthony Davis.
And that's a new revenue too. Everybody buying the 6 jersey.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So that LeBron 23 Lakers jersey is officially a throwback.
One hell of a business move. I just got to the Lakers last year, so y'all got my 23. Now y'all got to cop my 6.
Gotta cop the 6.
Lucky, I'm going to go fresh, and we've seen this plenty of times to where numbers do mean something to players. Luckily, number 23 means nothing to LeBron. And I think LeBron actually said the only person that should wear number 23 is Jordan.
He said that.
Yeah.
But then he comes back to, so whatever. Obviously, 23 don't really mean
He would have
nothing.
wore 23 if he could have in Miami.
Right. Miami retired the number 23.
Yeah,
for
he
Jordan.
would have wore it if he
So he
coulda.
wore 6, and that's his Olympic jersey as well.
I wonder, you think they can buy them out of the Raptors? Like you call the dude who jersey is retired, like he called Kobe, like, yo, bro, I give you 20, I give you $8 million for that number.
Eventually, the Lakers and the Celtics had to do something because
They gonna run out of numbers.
they retiring the numbers, which at first I had to ask, is 6 available?
Right.
You just don't know.
They got mad jerseys in the Raptors.
So Boston and the Lakers, eventually you're going to have to say, all right, either we got to put triple digits on our
Triple
jerseys.
doubles, or you got to restart this shit. We got to restart it all over. Maybe to put 0-2 in the front of it now.
I
or
was
something
thinking
like
that too. But I'm going to go fresh because, you got to welcome your boy in. Let him know it's all love. And LeBron is one hell of a teammate. It's one thing.
Really is,
you can
man.
talk about LeBron. I don't know. Sometimes you don't know why people talk about LeBron. But when you actually look at him on the floor,
Flawless, man.
he loves his teammates, man.
he's
Just
shameless.
bring it. He might not care for the young boys, which I kind of think what the
He a
Lakers
winner.
had.
He a winner.
He a winner. So I think that's what the Lakers' problem was last year.
They also kind of
It wasn't on his level.
Mature,
Yeah.
he wasn't
Right.
into that.
He was, So, we saw what he did with Miami with all the dance videos and all the stuff. They would actually go out together.
Right.
Winning matters. They were 2-time world champions. I
Right.
get that. If they weren't winning in Miami, you probably wouldn't have saw that stuff. I get it.
But that stuff turns teams
Winning,
into
yeah,
winners.
Right.
Right.
And because,
Did you see, you watched The Shop?
Yeah.
You seen the episode when Lonzo was on there?
Yeah.
They were
I
talking
see.
about, this was after Magic Johnson
Oh,
had
yeah.
quit.
He was like the person that he looked up to.
Right. So, but not LeBron, but Lonzo. So LeBron was talking about how he felt about the situation. He was like, well, damn, I don't get hey, LeBron, kiss my ass. I'm out of nothing.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
basically the reason I came here, yada, yada. And then Lonzo was like, yo, somebody, LeBron told me we was in a weight room, working out or whatever. He told me, and he was like, damn, that's crazy. Hey, Coos, what we doing tonight? Hey, Coos, what we doing tonight? So that's a part of the immature shit that he was alluding to probably with LeBron. Like, nah, I ain't fuck with these little niggas, man. They ain't serious enough.
which is kind of why they got D'Angelo Russell out, but he coming back though. But it's that,
so?
it's, yeah.
That's what is being widely speculated, is that if Kyrie signs with Brooklyn would then make D'Angelo unrestricted free agent, and then it's been reported by whomever that he has interest in going back to the Lakers and shit.
Why would Brooklyn do that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know what the benefit of Kyrie going
Isn't
to Brooklyn
Kyrie
is.
more of a ticket seller than D'Angelo Russell?
But they ain't gonna help him win
That's
no
it.
more.
But that's-
Winning is more tickets anyway.
But when
They
you
made the
got
playoffs
facts,
this year, right?
Facts,
Yeah.
yeah, they did. Yeah, so that's more tickets right there.
I'm sure they sold out every game in the playoffs.
that's a fact.
a good point.
But once again,
Yep.
what we talked about 5 minutes ago, these people don't know what they doing. They just got money and they own teams. Wasn't it like the Russian owner before this guy? I think he sold it, but he didn't know nothing about
Right.
basketball.
Right.
He had trash players, and he said, "We're going to win in 2 years." You're not winning a championship with this team.
Take your
man.
ass back to Russia,
Y'all
man.
don't know
shit.
nothing
You don't know
about
shit.
basketball.
Basketball is all like algorithms now. Like,
Fresh
put
off-
it-
That's crazy.
Fresh
That's
as
crazy.
fiasco. The NBA now has 2 women being assistant coaches in this upcoming season. Fresh a fiasco. I think it's fresh, but also, if they're the best people for the job, I'm with it. I just don't like when we rush and want to be the first at something just because. If these women are the best available, I'm all with it. But let's stop trying to make headlines and splashes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we're just going to do this just because.
Right.
I'm going to go fresh because it's dope, but,
I'm gonna go fresh, because if her skills qualify her for that position, then she deserves the job. My only concern with women coaches is locker room etiquette. Like, how does that work? Because niggas be damn near naked in the locker room. So between showers and practices and
Yeah, but coaches
changing
ain't
and
in
stuff
the
like
locker
that.
room when you're doing that.
Say that again.
The coaches ain't in the locker room.
They not.
doing it. Nah,
Oh, all right. I thought the
they got
coaches
their
kind of
own
just made their
sections.
way in and out as they. As
Maybe
they
at the end of the game they come in, do a speech, bring it in, and then they
Right.
I've seen videos.
all right.
I've seen videos with coaches in the locker room with men in their towels, like giving the
Football
game
or
speech.
basketball? Football?
It'd be more football,
Yeah.
but I guess because you know that there's not going to be a woman head coach in football, like maybe no time soon. Like they're behind the 8 ball. I think the NBA is just running to the finish. Like slow down. Like we know y'all want to be. We know the NBA.
They want to break the soil.
Right. They don't want to be sexist. They don't want to come off as racist. They don't want to be anything. So everything the NBA is doing is just let y'all know.
To expand the brand.
We're for everybody. Every country, every color, every man, every woman.
Every ethnicity, every religion, all that.
If injustice happens, our players can wear I can't breathe. Stuff like that.
Right.
So, I mean, kudos to the NBA, but I just hope that you're doing it with the right type of energy and not just, we did it first.
Right.
That's all. So
I think it's fresh.
Okay.
To see women coming into the NBA, that's good. And also, because you don't get a lot of exposure from the WNBA.
Nah,
So
you really don't.
To really see that women coming into the men's league, I think that's fresh.
It's crazy you mentioned the WNBA because I know that this is the season, but I haven't heard much from it. And I just happen to think
Crazy,
like,
right?
damn, are they balling? Like, what's happening?
I heard more of the big three than WNBA.
Damn. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're right, yo. You're
Damn.
right. You're absolutely right.
Big three's fire, though.
Yeah, it is.
Big three is fire.
I think I might go.
I just looked up the schedule recently to myself. Like, wait a minute, I think I want to check out the Big 3 game, yo. Might be something to do this summer.
Shout out to
man.
the Big 3. Last one, Fresh Fiasco. Once again, it's all NBA related. The NBA will no longer use the word owner. I was told that the new word is governor. Yeah. So Fresh Fiasco moving away from the O word.
I think that's fresh. If players got a problem with it, then let's nip it in the butt and get it out the way. Mm-hmm. It don't kill nobody to change words. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something different. That's it. So if our product has because they are the product. If our product has a problem with how you guys talk, I mean, the language, then
right.
Let's change it.
I think this kind of started with like Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. Something happened last year. Forgot what it was.
Him in a press conference or something like that.
Something happened
He said something
with one of the governors, I guess is what they call, and he said, first, like, I'm not calling none of them owner. And that kind of, to me, that was like the first time I heard a player speak out on it, because I hate saying the word owner. Like, the owner, like, nah, fam, the owner, I need to find a different word to describe you, because you ain't my master. You ain't the owner. So I'm going to go fresh that they're moving away from it. And once again, this is the NBA just trying to get their hands on everything first. Like, we are the league that's open, like gay, straight, colorism, all of that. We accept everything, and that's just what the NBA standing on. So shout out to Adam Silver. Shout out to Adam.
Adam Silver been holding it down.
I think he's a great.
He picked up the baton from David Stern, and he really been holding it down, like for real. I'm wait, what was the fucking question again?
The word owner.
The word owner.
Oh yeah. It's fresh. It's absolutely fresh. Not really sure how else they're going to state it or refer to who that person is.
Governor.
Governor?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same shit. It means the same thing.
It just came with a different word.
Right, it's just a different word. Same. It means the same thing, just a different word. So I think if you're not going to call him owner, then don't call him nothing.
I'm a buying franchise. You better call me something.
Yeah.
I'll call you.
All right,
whatever.
Owner, then
I'm gonna call you by your fucking name,
Hell no.
Mr. Vincent. Whatever fucking name.
Hell
is.
no.
Hey, Mr. Vincent. What?
paid $1.4 billion for this team. You better give me a title.
Yeah, you will. I mean, of course, your title will be owner, but people don't have to refer to you as that. Like,
No, they don't. No, don't walk up to me and say, "Hey, yo, governor." No, yes, me and you. Like, if I'm the governor and you're my prized player, man, we know each other by first names. But when people speak of me, well, the governor of the team. That's what I'm saying. Not you don't have to call me governor every time you see me.
Nah,
no,
I'm not. I'm always going to refer to the name Mr. Marazzo. It's like
You better be dropping 30 then.
What the fuck?
If I seen the owner walk in, I wouldn't be like, "Yo, owner, what's up?"
Right? Like,
Yeah, I'm saying,
but even
and the NBA players, they probably call him by first name. Yo,
Right.
Chris.
right, but even in conversation, when I'm talking about somebody, if I'm talking to you and he the owner, but he not here, I'm like, yeah, you know, Mr. Frantz and shit, man, he cool as fuck. I ain't gonna say what the owner said. I'm still going to use it in that same way.
But it's more
when you say his name.
It's more of, yes, addressing that person when they're not there. It's more of addressing that person right there, or introducing this person if you don't know him. Yeah, he's the governor of the Charlotte Hornets. Not saying
He's the owner.
Yeah, he's the
Because
governor.
a lot of times them guys is white and the players is black. So
Right.
that's probably why they had.
Absolutely.
That's why Draymond probably had a problem with
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
100%.
I'm not calling you no owner.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you owner, bro.
Even though you paid me $200 million.
I'm not calling you. I did my job. Can I get my compensation, please? Thank you. Straight like that.
Was you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I got my fresh.
You got the fuck is you doing?
I do. Let me get that cup, bro.
We can relax right now. This is his.
The one you ain't drinking out of no more. Whichever one that is. I got to record this.
We can relax right now. This is his segment of somebody's got to get buried alive in this fuck is you doing segment. So we can just relax.
Can I please be blessed by the smooth sounds of JJ Icefish, please? Let me get that. Yeah. I'm going to just let him rock. Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga. All right, Podcast Brothers episode 142. 142.
Yep.
Since we have a baller in the building and we all enjoy basketball, I figured we keep the fuck as you doing in regards to basketball. Now, this kind of hurts me a little bit because I looked up to this guy growing up. He's the reason I started watching college basketball. And I actually thought, coming into their rookie year, I actually thought that he was better than LeBron. Mr. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo. All right, man. So, Carmelo was recently on a boat. Looks like he was having a good old time. According to him, he was on a business trip, with him and it's a hot little piece of ass, it looked like to me. But somebody took a picture of him and some woman chilling on the deck of a yacht, just looked like they was having a grand old time. Now, a picture says 1,000 words, so you can't really get a gist of actual cheating from the picture, from what I can tell, but it's the surrounding pieces around the picture that made it very, very weird to me. So after the picture broke and all the hoopla broke on the internet, Carmelo said that he was on a business trip in a retreat, trying to conduct his business with people and doing his thing that way. And the day that this picture broke, I believe Lala's birthday was the day before or the next day. And when the news broke of what was going on, she posted on Instagram the little broken heart and a sad face, which she later deleted. Now, my thing is this. If you was on a business retreat around the time of your wife's birthday and it's all good with business, why is she posting that kind of stuff after news breaks like that? Why does it seem like a surprise to her? It's strange. It's real strange. Or how about you take her too? It's a business retreat, right? And it's your birthday. Fuck it. We can both go. You stay over there. I'll be over here doing my business. It's all good. And then the part that really got me was that he said, she was married. People got families and they got nothing to do with them, stuff like that. Well, where the fuck was them niggas at? Because if I'm trying to clear my name in a video like that, I'm putting them niggas in the video. Look, man, Roger over there, Teddy in the back. They got the motherfucker bartender kicking up new shrimp, bringing out beverages. He never proved that it was other people there. He just said them people that's married. Well, where the fuck is the husband at? Because she could be cheating on that nigga too. It just didn't make sense. And if you're going to make a video like that, if you actually going to speak on it and you're going to make a video like that, you got to be willing to provide evidence in regards to as to why this is not true. I think it was just strange, the fact that it was her birthday and she didn't know you were there, obviously, because she was heartbroken when the news came out. She released, you were addressing this for your family. You don't have to address nothing on social media for your family. You call them motherfuckers straight up, baby, these niggas is lying. I ain't out here with no hoes. I'm out here with Craig and Roger and them. I say we was doing this business on this boat. I ain't even having a good time. But fuck it, it was sunny, and I decided to lay down and catch some sun anyway. Fuck it. It's not what it looked like. But you actually got to go the extra mile to provide that proof. The husband was there. Did she know about it before you went there? It was certain things that's just not lining up in regards to this mystery woman on this picture with this boat. Because as far as I could tell, it was just them two motherfuckers. And I don't know nothing about nobody being married. I ain't see no ring. And you seem to just dip off and just go. Melo, my brother, I was thinking about having to move to the Lakers for people push for you, bro, but you can't be bringing this kind of shit to our season. We don't need this. We driving a new ship. It's clean. Everything's brand new, engineered, being prestiged and ready to go. We don't need this kind of shit coming in and sinking our ship. So hopefully this don't go no further than what it already has, because we don't. If he does come to the Lakers, we don't want it to be an ugly show from the start. Mr. Carmelo Anthony, my brother, you was getting your loving on with that shorty. It's all good. Just admit it. But you got to be low from the paparazzi, and you got to tell your wife too. So, for that, Mr. Anthony, we would all love to know, what the fuck was you doing? Gotta get it right, man. Gotta get it right. There was no way everybody knew about this situation, the way it looked.
Want to know what's crazy? It's not that they could have been on that boat by themselves, but you'd be surprised at how rich people pay basketball wives to sleep with a basketball player. That's a fantasy of some dudes. Like, hey,
he probably was watching in the back,
right?
Recording and shit.
Never heard of that one?
He pleading the fifth. It's all good.
Listen.
It's all good. I know what that means. That's cold, goddamn.
Melo could have. Listen,
he could be innocent as fuck.
Some people get off like that,
but it just don't look like he's telling the truth.
You gave a point though.
Huh?
He should have been like, yo, everybody's
right here. You know what I'm saying? Like when you making a video like that and you trying to clear your name, you have to go the extra mile to show that proof. Look, everybody's in the back.
Also,
you can't just be like that ain't no different. That's just like sending them a text message saying
show everybody's shoes.
You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, somebody's shoes or something.
Another wild part is just basically, we all know what Melo was going through for the last 2 years.
Right.
With the mysterious baby, stuff like that. And if he's dumb enough to take a trip with
people know who you are, bro. Like, you ain't low.
It's 2019. Like, you can't just leave the country and think you're safe. There's cameras everywhere. Like, there's people hovering over you. Like,
you got millions of followers on Instagram from all over the world, not just the U.S. You know what I'm saying? You're an international person. People know you.
But with that being said,
yeah, man,
our time on the podcast is dwindling down. So I just want, like, how was it on the podcast? This is episode 142, by the way. We're doing this for 3 years.
Yeah, man.
But how was it, though?
For me, it was cool.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Like a regular conversation.
Yeah.
That's it,
good
man.
Doing it. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about doing it, if y'all get tired of doing it, but
absolutely not.
But it was cool. Like,
it's dope to have different conversations with people who got different stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So you're the first pro ball player who's had experience after college that we've had on here. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to get that perspective, because I've never had that kind of conversation with somebody living that life and the different type of stuff that goes on. People hear that, oh, you're a professional basketball player overseas, word. They get their eyes get big automatically, but they don't know the type of work that you've been putting in since you was a kid in order to get there, and then what you continue to do to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, hell yeah.
It's all about consistency, and y'all know it. Like, y'all keep going at it. You know what I mean?
That's why I mentioned, like, working out. Like, turn up. Like, don't just go 4 days. If you free the next day, go the next. Like,
shit.
Rest. You need 1 day. 1 day of rest is good. Go hard for them 6 days.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Practice twice.
Actually, I'm signing up for the gym today, man. I've been a lazy bastard these last couple of years, but I'm actually going today. Huh?
Which gym you signing up for?
LA Fitness.
LA Fitness.
Because I still like to shoot the hoop, man. I don't play no more, but I still like to shoot it. Frantz, tell him, man. I tell everybody all the time. Tell him your boy had game. Tell him your boy had game, man.
Yeah.
That's all you need to hear.
Hey, yo, so once again, we getting close to the 150, the sneaker giveaway. Subscribe to the website, thebrotherspod.com. Another way to do it, if you don't want to do that, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can be put in that way, too. And, we the Podcast Brothers, episode 142.
Deuce.
Peace out.